Welcome to this episode of League of Legends with Elementalist. Today I'll be doing the average Joe, top Jarvan, going against the Rengar. Gonna carry my Ignite and see if I can win in lane versusing the Rengar. What I'm gonna have to be careful of here is they do have a Mumu jungle, so Lee Sin mid. Alright, so they do have an Mumu jungle. They have a lot of crowd control off the bat, especially at level 6. So I could be a little bit more forceful until level 6, but until then, I could be a little more aggressive. I'll poke Rengar out, seeing as how Rengar is only a pure melee champion. There are a couple of tips and tricks to note when you're going against a Rengar. Most notably, stay away from the bush where he could potentially jump on you, Q you, and Q you again. But if I do that, I probably would be able to trade damage with him pretty well. I'm going to try to draw the minions away from the bush so he would have a harder time to last hit and etc. So that's going to be my tactic there. A Mumu though, I'm going to have to stay away from the mid lane brush as much as possible because he can gank from very far away. An invisible bandage toss is almost a for sure hit unless I can feel it coming or unless he's a bad shot, which most of the time does happen if they can't anticipate your movement. So I'm going to be moving a lot around in the lane, and I'm going to be trying to poke out the Rengar as much as I possibly can. If all else fails, rely on the team, make safe plays. I know that's a little hard to do when you're Jarvan, but the point of being Jarvan is to make the safest plays possible, really Kareem yourself into the ADC, and then trap him somewhere so he can't do the damage, and then javelin out as you trap him there. So I'm going to try to be doing a lot of that, but if I don't, then you have to forgive me. My skills as Jarvan is not at a super high tier yet, but he's really fun to use, and I'm actually getting quite used to him because all of the matchups that I see now I actually can win. We can kind of move on from there. However, there's a couple of notable buff changes to the items that will be at hand. Rengar will be super good with Blade of the Ruined King because of the attack refresher. He would be able to refresh his attack twice and probably attack 4 times in the time span that he jumps at you, which means that's 32% of your health already gone. And if he uses the Blade of the Ruined King passive, that's even more. So that's a lot of percentage health missing. Blade of the Ruined King is quite a big advantage for that champion, so I'm going to have to be very, very wary as I progress through the match. However, the other saving bit of grace is, for Jarvan, there is nothing better than the Bloodthirster. If you're able to overheal yourself with the lifesteal, you're constantly at a state of, I don't know, like 300 extra health, and that would be tremendous in terms of being able to be tanky and having big impacts on team fights. However, that does rely on the fact that, 1, you have to be able to hit minions or hit people while you go in, so you have that extra lifesteal. And 2, that means that you would have to have even more lifesteal items under your belt than just the Bloodthirster in order for you to get that high lifesteal sustain. I'm pretty sure they're going to nerf the Bloodthirster pretty soon because the shield is really ridiculous. At level 18, it's an extra 450 health. That may not be much on a marksman, but on a tanky disruptor, that's a ton of damage that you have to get through if he or she is able to put that shield up, which is usually pretty easy to sustain because there's a 15-second degrade time on that shield. I'm going to try my best to, of course, help out the jungle and show you what I've been talking about today. So I hope you're patient with me, and I'll do my very, very best to try to do the best on top lane as well. So you can see that the Rengar is already not there. Both lanes are missing, so I don't know where they're starting. However, I did miss the first minion due to the fact that I did help the Warwick out a little bit longer. And it looks like Warwick is going to get the white instead of actually going to the red. Now, the reason why this is kind of bad is because you want to try to get the red right away due to the fact that if you get the red, then you'll probably be able to sustain yourself a little bit more. Rengar is obviously AFK because he hasn't been top, and both bot has already showed its face. I'm already level 2, so when he or she does come to lane, it's going to be a world of hurt for that person, and I'm going to be pretty sad because I had already hurting them quite a bit. So look at that, already a fifth of the damage gone, and I'm able to smack him again. He or she is going to be able to smack me again as well. Going in for the minions, I'm going to draw the minions closer to me. 3 minutes and 10 seconds into the round, which means that I ultimately have to start warding after this wave. Oh, there it is. Nope, nope. Oh man, almost. I was gonna actually flag him and poke him again. Note that if I had my potion going, I may have been able to live through that assault and pick up a double kill. But that's alright because I'm picking up a second. Oh, actually, I shouldn't pick up the second Doran's Blade right now. I should just pick up this as soon as possible. And probably a mana potion so I could infinitely poke Rengar from far away and have zero repercussions for it whatsoever. I'm going to use a little bit of mana to get back to lane as soon as possible because getting back to lane is quite essential here, but I'm not going to use it a second time seeing as how that's already 1/4 of my mana. I'm going to, because I wasn't able to plant the ward when I said I was going to plant the ward, I planted it a little bit after the Mumu came and had a successful gank on me. Although I think I'm still ahead due to the fact that I am a level 4 and Rengar did go down before me. So, what this means, I'm going to be able to freeze the lane really well here. I'm going to try to destroy all the minions to a point where, you know, I can actually say, hey, it's safe. Alright, so this should be pretty good. Their minions are still going to push in because of the fact that they have more right now. But I'm going to be able to pretty much stomp out the Rengar and anything that he could do to me. He has double Doran's Blade, which means 6% lifesteal, which is not as good as the damage that I'm putting up out right now. Because the Vampiric Scepter actually gives you 10 damage and more lifesteal rather than just the 3% and 7 damage. So I have a little more damage, he has a little more tankiness, which is okay though. I'm going to stop him from farming right there. Oh, but he has sustain. See, the more I let Rengar do whatever he wants, the worse it actually is. So I'm going to have to go in on him and actually hit him a couple of times to make it worth. Note that I didn't use my shield because I'm far ahead enough so I don't have to use the shield to stop him from doing anything. I might be able to get him. Nope. Missed a bunch of minions for that too. I'm going to have to pay for that sooner or later, but it's okay. I don't think the Mumu shoved. The Mumu just did what he can to try to get me, and then he left. So he didn't shove it all the way to tower. If he did, then it would be frozen mid. However, you know, he doesn't believe it, so whatever. Nice. Gonna eat my potion so if a Mumu comes, I can actually live through his assault. Oh my goodness, another one. Why? Why you must hit me all the time, tower? I know hurt you. Alright, so, due to the fact that the lane is going to be pretty much frozen at a little bit right there, I'm going to go back and do my best to get something else. Probably going to go with the Hydra first, because I was actually an idiot and I should have farmed that. But no worries, that should be fine. The wave is actually semi-pushing. It's going to be frozen there for a while because their minions come first. We're going to be able to get some good damage onto our row and have one of their back row minions survive. So the lane is essentially frozen where I want it to freeze. I did lose a couple of minions, and Rengar is probably complaining and calling his jungle an idiot. So I'm probably going to be here smushing top with pleasure, because I don't really like players that do that. So in actuality, I'm just going to try to smush out the players that do that, because it's actually like balancing itself out, if you will. I missed the minion there. That was bad of me. I should have just either flagged or queued it. But whatever floats your boat, sire. Freezing lane, freezing lane, freezing lane. Freezing the lane. Actually, it's starting to push because I'm last hitting. But that's alright. Not that big of a deal. Still pretty frozen in my opinion. Push a little more. I could take a little more as well. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Yeah. Alright, this opens up a couple of shooter minions for me to be able to take. Namely right there and right there. So you can actually see that I'm calculating which minions to hit in order to freeze the lane where I want it to be frozen. There is a new concept to freezing lane that I'd like to explain. It's a little more advanced than just hitting the black minions or hitting whichever minions are the lowest. It is trying to actually equalize the minions on both sides as your minions come. It's a little more of an advanced concept because you have to look at your lane and see when your minions are hitting. But because I'm doing this, the minions are actually being pushed in, and we actually have a couple of minions that are higher priority. They have the same. I think Rengar is actually given up and went AFK, so that's no good. But as you can see here, because that cannon minion is alive and well in that small laning phase, I actually can get it now, and we actually have pretty much a frozen lane that's steadily pushing into me. And I like it at around this area because it always opens up opportunities for ganks. Well, as long as there is so much action everywhere else, I'm just going to continue farming and trying to be the best I can be while hitting as many minions as I can. That Rengar has probably given up, so I'm just going to do whatever it is necessary top for me to win. In actuality, I probably should be helping my teammates because they're leaving my lane alone, and everybody else is actually a little bit behind due to the fact that, you know, I have 2 of the 6 on the hero score on my side, and they're actually behind 2 kills. So, what does this mean? Well, this means that Warwick has to concentrate on the other lanes and make a difference there, while I just work to become an unstoppable force myself. Much like how I'd like it to be. Because I'm hitting the minions at an accelerated rate, you can see the lane pushing a little bit. Yeah. Slowly just farming up, because nobody's bugging me whatsoever. Alright, when it gets to this point, you have to shove, actually, because if you don't shove, you're gonna be a little bit far behind. Just a little. Oh, looks like Lee Sin is coming to gank top. I'm gonna probably just... Ooh, triple gank top. Late. Nope. Masterfully avoid that. Got him. Ooh, nice. I got away with that too. So, obviously it's better to get the Bloodthirster first, but because of my build, I'm going to have to go for the Hydra first. And now I have a boot and probably something else to mess with him with. Due to the fast reactions, I actually got that Lee Sin, so I'm pretty happy about that. I ignited him, Q'd him while he was coming into me, and the tower just finished him off. If the tower didn't finish him off, the ignite probably would have finished him off though, because he was pretty low. Although I didn't account for the safeguard, 3 versus 1 top, me getting 1 is not bad. And I shut him down as well, so I get a ton of gold there. There is going to be pushing potential top, so I have to shove this lane pretty hard in order for the minions to reset, so that's what I'm aiming to do right now. And by reset, I mean, you know, like even I could freeze the lane again. As long as I'm up here, you know. I already saw Lee Sin coming. I didn't expect that Mumu to come though, which means that it was pretty bad on my side. Furthermore, I let it go actually. So the Rengar is going to be way far behind, but he does have a red buff, which makes me kind of scared of him. But maybe not as scared of him as I should be, seeing as how I'm poking him under tower. And really, after the next hit, I could go all in on him and he would be gone as well, so it shouldn't be a big worry for me. He got him. Good job. Good ult. Got all the minions there. Can I counter jungle him? Yes, we can. Counter jungle is OP. That's also the other good thing about going Hydra. You have so much lane control early on in the beginning. It's actually quite good. This top is going to be pushed within the next lane. No, no, no. No, no, no. If he's going to hit it, then it's going to be pushed now, and I want to be there. And something happened. Oh no. Ooh, ouch. So I'm 3-3. Not a good position to be in right now. But I am going to go all out and try to get that Bloodthirster, because Bloodthirster on Jarvan is actually really good right now. Looks like the buddy of Tristana is Orianna, and she's actually trying to do... Oh my goodness. Why did you not... Oh, our tower is going to be taken. Ooh, nice. Dude, Sona, you're just a Sona. Sona had to burn her flash to stay alive. Actually, she probably could have stayed alive without burning the flash, but she just chose for safe measures. I don't blame her though. Lane is going to be pushed a little bit. It's not going to be good for either of us. I'm going to continue to try to counter jungle. It is really dangerous to counter jungle without wards, actually. So I'm going to go in counter jungling blind, which is always a bad thing, because it increases the chance of me getting caught out. And of course you don't want that to happen, especially in a delicate situation such as this. I actually am way ahead of anybody else in terms of CS, but because we don't have wards, I should not be pushing out this far in. Hopefully there's no negative repercussions for me though. Ooh, any flash away? Nope. Escape with the flag. Awesome. 5 top, because we saw 4 or 5 tops, because we saw that. Gives me enough chance to go, not middle, it's probably somewhere else, to try to farm. Maybe dragon, because I didn't see a Mumu there. Oh, it's there. Counter the blue is OP. Especially for me. So counter that blue. Oh shoot. No! Horrible blue counter. Worth a death for me. Oh, that's really bad. Is Warwick tanky? No, he is not quite tanky yet.
An ally has been slain.
157. 10-2. Whoa, Lee Sin is actually really fed. He has the equivalent of 150 minions in his belt because of his champion slains. Alright, we gotta shut down that Lee Sin ASAP. Probably not gonna be able to do that yet though. Gonna try. Rengar is gonna be able to push this lane in. I'm not gonna be able to do much about it though. And he's there for the gold. Too bad for me. Oh, I didn't get the damage on the ult. I just trapped him. So bad.
An enemy has been slain.
For all intensive purposes, I should be going tanky right now due to the fact that they are targeting me so hard. But that's what the Bloodthirster is for. It's both defense and offense. If I could get that 350, 400 shield, then it's worth it. Nice. Double. Good for Orianna. Was able to secure that.
An enemy has been slain.
Very good. Be sure to give her credit where credit is due to perpetuate the good vibes in this match so we could actually probably win it if possible. gonna push in semi-hard. Alright. I'm gonna steal this Warwick's white, because I actually need a little bit more for BT. And after I get the BT, actually, it would be fine. BT and something else. Probably wards. Mana pots are so bad outside of the laning phase, actually. But, let's see what I can do. There's a Morgana on the other side. So I'm going to try to be not as blinded. Now that I have the Bloodthirster, 290 shield. So I have a 300 shield if I'm able to hit a couple of minions to go in. But I'm going to have that extra 300 health quite often. Ooh. Probably not for this battle, though. Nice. Don't touch Sona. To actually have a bloody shield right now is actually really good. Well, not in terms of that. Oh. Was not able to do it. We needed Tristana there, but she was doing something else. Ooh, the bind. We actually really need the group. It's actually 25. The amount of minions that I've slain in the last 6 minutes is not good, because I was already at 160 when the lane was still up. This early mid get might be the death of us, because a lot of times when they push mid in really early, it almost means too much pressure for us to handle. Even if it's hanging on by just a sliver, it's actually better than getting the full push in overall. So, let's see. Gonna go in here. Get that shield. Get that shield as big as I can get it to. That's the biggest right now. That's as safe as I can push it. My blood shield's gonna be degraded. Right now, ooh, too much. Actually, if I didn't accidentally cancel my my whatever, it would have been fine. But I accidentally walked out. So, Rengar actually deals more damage than I do, which means that I actually have to go for the Trinity. But I'm not sure if that's going to be the best thing to do. Gives me a little bit more tankiness though, that's for sure. But what I really need is the armor versus this team. And he actually was really smart. He waited for my shield to go down, so my Bloodthirster wasn't overhealing or protecting me either. So that could have been just a technical aspect of it though. I'm not sure if that was actual, and I think he was actually just trying to get there as soon as possible. Bloodthirster is amazing on jungles too, as far as I know, because you can almost always secure a jungle with the Bloodthirster. Like, fuck, you're not even degrading in health at all. You're continually refreshing your shield all the time. And you have 15 seconds to make a play after you go, so it's pretty good. With the Bloodthirster, you could probably do Dragon solo as well. One for one. Whoa, Lee Sin came through. Nice. Two for one on Dragon, which is okay. Either or, all high priority targets here, but they're probably going to have to back off because they got our Tristana. Oh no, they're actually going for it. The Mumu. Nice blow away from Tristana, but the Lee Sin get, and oh my goodness, is he? Yeah, the outplays are amazing. Alright, so I'm gonna go back. The towers, the dives, the throws, it's pretty good. Pretty good. See, the reason why I like silver matches is that you actually could see what's going on, like, clearly. I don't have the eyes of a pro yet because I haven't been at that high level to experience it, but I could kind of expect what happens when I do go in because I could see what happens. Ooh, there's a Morgana there. Go Tristana as fast as you can. We actually need to be here. Oh, we don't need to be there. And there's the cutoff and kill. Good job. Overhealed Bloodthirster shield. Ooh! The grab on Sona. I'm just pure damage, so I'm gonna do this. Hit this minion a little bit. Get out of here when I still can. Protects my top. For all intended purposes. Let Orianna have that blue. My top's protected, but you know, I'm gonna be here and push it, give it a little bit of momentum here and there. After Trinity Force, I could actually 1-2 combo their team. But I'm not sure if I actually want to do that because I die pretty quickly. Here's for having tank masteries but not going tanky at all. Such a jerk. Ooh. Do I even want to be a part of this? The answer is no.
Shut down.
Stand with me, brothers and sisters. Today is a good day to die.
I'm not going to be able to... Oops. I'm not going to be able to do anything. Oh, on the contrary, I actually probably was able to do something. But because I left, is not a very probable outcome. Just hit her.
Down.
Protect the faithful.
Slain an enemy.
Oh, was not able to do it. Oh well. And that Rengar is actually doing way better than I am. Alright, so what does this mean? After this, I could only, well, I have room for either Last Whisper or Guardian Angel, and I probably need to go for the Angel due to the fact that, you know, the way I'm playing is actually super duper reckless. 1243. 1278, why? Increase the price? Alright. 75, yes, they increased the price of Trinity Force by 75. Sweet. Lost no stacks, so I don't have to be worried about any of that. Now I just have to worry about HP, and now I just need to get a GA. There's the Tristana trying to farm, but dying. Alright. What we need to do is actually group up, pick out whoever we can pick out. We're actually at fighting terms. A wild Rengar. Oh, they're going for the full secure. That's probably a bait. Sweet. Oh shoot. Penta? Yeah. Was so worth for Dragon and Baron buff. Whee! I need a heal, thank you. Ace. Does that mean we could take it? We could, it's just Morgana. Let's get out of here. Pretty good. That's how we do. Comeback queen.
Stand with me, brothers and sisters.
I do want to place a ward right there so we could potentially counter it, but... Oh, darn. Oh, she has a blue. Yay! Knock you up, sir. Look at this Bloodthirster shield. Holy cow, it's so big. Makes my HP bar seem huge. I'm not even there, dude. Lee Sin's Bloodthirster bar is pretty big too. Ooh, nice. Nice safe way. And nice knockout. Ooh, but is it gonna be too much? Yeah, boy. Wherever he goes, I'll follow. Oh, Tristana can follow. Good. Team fights for the win.
Who dares defy my will?
Push in the tower. Now's the time to say something funny like you lost from the start because you were arguing, but I don't want to be a jerk to them because they actually did do pretty well. Oh, tower damage. Why do you hurt me so? Yay! Orianna was actually really, really strong. After she got that double kill on the tower, I knew she was dependable. So all I had to do was stick to her a little bit, and we eventually came out the winner. Alright, so there's me wishing everybody the best of luck. And it looks like it's working. Oh my goodness. I was not doing low capture. Nice. That Diana Nguyen was really good. Diana. I don't know how I got the most farm on my side though. Like, I literally gave up like 15 minutes of farming for my teammates. After we pushed in the tower, they're like, oh, top get tower. Oh, I guess not. And I was like, no, Warwick's going to get the tower without me? Never! And I actually gave up quite a bit of deaths because of that. I did get the first blood, but... Or, did I get first blooded? I don't remember. I think I got first blooded actually. I didn't get the first blood, but I was able to shut down the Lee Sin when he came. So that was a lot of gold towards me, and I was able to start like controlling my lane a little bit better because I had Ravenous Hydra. For the most part though, you shouldn't build Ravenous Hydra and Bloodthirster. That is a really horrible idea. That Bloodthirster could have been something completely different and useful to stop you from dying, like Guardian Angel and then some. But I decided, well, Bloodthirster gives you a 390 shield. Let's go with that. So at the end, it actually helped out. It was more of a late game oriented item. However, do not, and I stress, do not do that unless you can farm for an obscene amount of time. I stopped farming at around 18 minutes, and I was at 177. And then when 26 minutes rolled around, or 24 minutes rolled around, I was like at 188. So I was like, wow, I only farmed like 10 in the last couple of minutes. That's because I'm running around and just wasting a ton of time. But that's what happens if you don't have a tower. You don't stick to the lane, and your CS actually goes down quite a bit. In actuality, maybe it wasn't that bad because of me being pushed. Orianna did manage to pick up a double kill under the tower and then snowballed from there. We actually had quite a team going. The Orianna and Jarvan combo didn't really work out for us here because we didn't trust each other as much, but she actually made some monster plays on her own, and I was able to live through some of the barrage. Note that was a really horrible barrage though. You never want to not get any MR against Amumu, Morgana, and a bind from Rengar, potentially, but, you know, oh well. C'est la vie. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of Jarvan Top. I sure did. Until next time, Average Joe Gamer is signing out. See you next episode. Until then, keep on being positive and awesome, and things will surely go your way.